Plumbing day 3. That's going to be the solution to the problem. So I'm going to use the clamps instead of the rings, because this thing right here can get into much smaller spaces. So if we put a clamp on here, yeah, that'll do the trick. And then we can finally perform the leak test. So like I said in yesterday's video, well, I guess that probably doesn't make sense to you guys. It's easier for me to keep track of time with my videos than it is for you, because you just see the videos when they come out. But I'm recording this the day after from part 2, or plumbing day 2 video. But my thinking is that since I don't have the valve just yet, these get crimped down and I turn on, so like I'll leave this valve shut, open this, see if it holds pressure, and then vice versa. Now, I'm not sure if I made it clear in the last video. I think I was kind of bouncing around a little bit towards the end. I was a little bit frustrated, but this PEX stays. So when the valve comes in, I will cut these to the appropriate length, put on a 90 that feeds into the valve, and then crimp some PEX on here that goes to the output for the shower head, and we should be good to go when that valve comes in. These get crimped down, see if it holds pressure. That's the goal for today. But before I do any of that, I want to, I don't think these things are that difficult to use. I'm sure if I can do the copper rings, I'm sure these are no problem, but I'm wanting to do a couple like little test sections, because I don't want to just start off directly with what is supposed to be permanent. I'm going to take the end of it and get it right there. Is there a way I can hold this and start? So the nice thing is that it does ratchet down. So I can kind of get it started, and then, oh wow, okay. All right, and then it should release. So that's what it looks like once it's crimped, and it seems that's pretty good. All right, I like it. I think this is great. There's a possibility I might just switch to these in the future for other projects. It's not super often I do stuff like this, but when I do, it's good to have alternatives and, you know, other options for things. So, all right, I think just with this one, I think I feel comfortable enough to just go over there and crimp these things down. Let's pull off one at a time. Take off those rings. All right. The ultimate test. Okay, so I guess you can't get it wrong, because these have like guides that it looks like yeah, you're gonna know what's in there. It looks like it can't slip out, so. I think we're on to something. Just want to make sure this ring is positioned right about there, and we'll start ratcheting it down. Also with the least amount of movement possible. Because like I said, I don't like these pipes moving around so much. Yeah, I don't think that that's going anywhere. Let me, that's a bit higher up than I like them normally. So let me just, I have one of these left over. Let me just line it up and see how much fitting we're crimped onto. I mean, I assume it's the whole thing, but yeah, that should be, yeah, it's on there all the way. So it's cool because, you know, those other ones are like the jaws of life or something. Like, you have to spread them apart so far, which is why they weren't working for me. This is something that, yeah, I can dig this. Okay, we got him on. All right, so, all right. Okay, can we stay ratcheted, please? There's probably a little lock or something on there, but. All right, so now this is the test, the main test. I hear water. All right, it's on. It's on all the way, so that means that water should be flowing all the way up here, all the way down here, and then stopped right there, which, if there are no leaks, that means that these solder joints are good, and it doesn't seem like, well, I mean, I have water on my finger, but that's from this residual water from when I crimped that on, from after I took it off to replace that ring. I think we might be good. So the crazy person in me looks at this ring, and even though it's on there, it's still a little higher than I prefer it. Obviously it's not leaking, but I think the, man, look at all these solder blobs. You know, if I did this stuff for a living, I'm sure I'd be much better at this kind of stuff, but yeah. But hey, I mean, it's not horrible, I don't think. I'm sure if it is, I'm sure somebody in the comments is gonna let me know, but there's nothing I can do about it. Can't magically improve my soldering. I'm not my day job is not being a plumber. Yeah, I think we're solid. I think we got it. How great is that? Also, one more quick thing before I go, but this is another reason I like electrical and networking better than this, because if you don't have a good connection with that, it's like it doesn't leak electricity. You know what I mean? So you got some crap going on with the pipe, and then, you know, before you know it, the whole house is flooded out.